Hey guys, what is up? Steakman, how you guys doing today? Today, we're gonna get flirty. We're gonna get tropical. And we're gonna even attempt to go on a date. A killer date. We are gonna be playing Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. Yes. I just thought I'd go ahead and try that. That intermission screen. I feel like I should use it a little bit more. And, I kind of did. I thought it was kind of cool. Even though I used it for, 10 seconds. Well, whatever. It's all cool. My volume's kind of low. Let's... turn up just a wee bit. Hopefully it won't be too loud or anything, but... whatever. But yeah, this will be the first time I'm playing this, so this is going to be an interesting little game for us to play where we are going to do our best to go on a date with one of the Dead by Daylight killers. I think there's 4 different guys we can choose from, so yeah, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Welcome to my dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Let's call me... why not just Daquin? We're gonna see how this dating business goes. It's gonna be great, or not. I could get hacked to pieces. I could have to make a friend. Anything. Cough, cough, cough. On a week on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging inside of your throat. I know how that feels. I've been to the beach many times as a kid and actually falling in the waves and just getting mouths full of salt water. Ugh. That just ruined the whole time at the beach. As if you'd nearly drowned. Oh, we don't want to almost drown. That sucks. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory how you got here. In fact, you only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. I don't believe I feel sick to my stomach all the time, but cough, cough. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Oh yes, the entity. If anyone who has played Dead by Daylight knows that the entity, the overarching presence, I guess. I mean, I don't know too much of I don't know enough of the lore. I really should probably learn more about the lore of Dead by Daylight. But the entity is the overall thing that keeps everything in the trials in the game. It keeps them taking place. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Daquin, may I continue? Please go on. Okay then, as I was... cough, cough. So as I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. What are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. Uh-oh, that's not good. What will you do? Oh. I feel like because it's as close as it is to Halloween, come on, it's September 31st at the time of this stream. I feel we should do what any self-respecting person in a Halloween-esque situation would do. We're gonna dig up that face. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. There is no body, just his head. As you pick up, flecks of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor, dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take-charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? I feel like we should keep it. No thanks. Look, I'm going to level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday, and I've been looking all over for it. Dropped it into a dead person's mouth? Could you just give it back? Well, if we have some... And if this is the entity, or if it's anything else, or anyone else, the fact that they are able to communicate to me through my brain, if they have the ability to do that, you know, what else could they possibly be doing, right? You know what? Well, I feel like it's a good idea to not make them upset. So let's go ahead and give it back. Fine. You hand the coin over to the I guess it makes sense, trust me. In exchange, you'll receive the answer to one of the following questions. Where am I? How did I get here? And can I have my gold coin back? Can I get my gold coin back? No, you can't. But you can have this. Ah. No, it's a thingamajigger. I've heard of this is an incredibly useful perk called Up the Ante that will give you a little bit of extra luck just when you need it the most. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. You look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around. When you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. She's, buff. He's buff. She's not as buff. He's extremely buff. Four gorgeous monsters. Gorgeous. I like the fact that you used the term gorgeous. Now stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you. Phrasing. Via your eyes. You begin, your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed. Let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. Wonder why. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once. You are completely paralyzed. Hello? These are weird days, and then there's this. All I can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. Yep, apparently we're going there. What do? Well, I feel like it's a good idea to, like, not get, like, them upset, because I have a feeling just about at least 3 out of these 4 people could probably rip my face off at a given whim. So I think we'd better toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might take. What it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. The way they're phrasing like everything. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty. Fair enough. She's been out in the sun, so it makes sense. But that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Blench. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. This is something you can dance to and do a jiggy. Okay. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away, of course. But at the same time, damn, they're looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Daquin. You were made for this. Made for what? Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. So I guess we're going to do a thing. It seems you derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. Well, that's great. We're getting bullied by the big guy, even though... If I could superimpose my head onto his body, then... And I guess you're also a nitwit. I mean, that's fair. Look, especially go with what Trapper says, and then he says it. It's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have a fresh blood in their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here more... Oh my god, to do more than distract from my total domination? Deep sigh. That was wrath. That sigh means he was done with this game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Butterflies are kind of cool. Look, I don't care why the slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? No, you can't. At least, not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Daquin, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There's plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz. Alright. Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. Can't remember. That's great. How attractive would you say you are? I'm average, I feel. I'm pretty average, I think. There's another face in the crowd, another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? It would be super strength. That'd be cool. Strength isn't all about muscles. True strength is up here. You expect Trapper to point to his head, but instead he taps one of his bulging shoulders. It's specifically in these muscles. Nobody gives a shit about your calves. What is your best subject in school? If anything, history, I'm sure. History? It's important to know what came before, so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still, which is totally fair. What's your favorite animal? Dogs, obviously. You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? Blue. Actually, it is blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Maybe makes people want to be lazy. Oh, that's great. What is your dream job? I mean, I'd say this is suitable. If we get to do what we want, why work at all? It took a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Only she could spin laziness into something kind of grand crusade. Into some kind of grand crusade. There we go. Gotta learn how to read. These damned millennials. Best flavor of ice cream? Chocolate, of course. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Okay. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chocolate chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right, always. The lesson you should learn before we go much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. Quit teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is a rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what is the best flavor of ice cream? The best flavor is horse flesh. Got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip is where it's at. Well, you're not a killer, narrator. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. What is the best flavor of ice cream? Horse flesh. What do you think you are? Tell me who. Lower, let me tell you who. Not the one in control if you live or die. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Well, I did not get very far. I did not get very far on that. Let's try that again. Okay. Okay, let's get through all this stuff here. You know, I like being... Like, I hate... It is true. I think a lot of people hate being told what to do, and I think I'm one of those people. So that's why... that's why I chose the one I did. Just to kind of fuck with them a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's do this here. Okay. Let's see. Let's say very. That's what you think very attractive is compared to this? Trevor flexes his muscles so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? I'll still go with super strength. Okay. That, yada yada yada. We'll do history again. Say dog. I'll say blood red. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain. What's your dream job? I'll say nightclub promoter. Everyone groans, and let's be honest, they're right to do so. That's fair. Let's see, luring folks into the dark? Not just anyone can do that. Best flavor of ice cream? I'll say chocolate again. Let's see. Okay, let's go with mint chocolate chip or mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting it. I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know you. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wrath. Wow. Hi, I'm Wrath. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Which is, I'd say that's fair. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. Which is fair, you know, if you're neutral about things, You can fall in life, kid. But the things I do really hate, you know. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know. That's fair. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Fair. Jesus, like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. I am Huntress. You know what? Part of me wonders if I should actually write this stuff down. Do I have? Hold on. I want to see if I have something to write down here. Because I think if we want to be able to start getting, you know, to dating some of these people, it's probably a good idea to actually be able to start writing this stuff down here. Hold up. Sorry if you can see the side of my face here. And I actually turned on my other computer. Okay. Let's see. So what's her face? Let's see. She hates society. I mean, I guess which is totally fair. Let me do that and put that computer back to sleep. Okay. So in this case, we have Huntress. Okay, don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there it is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. Fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. You, really, that's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wrath. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Basically, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something instead. Okay, so that was Spirit that said that. Okay. For once, I actually agree with this meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wrath rolls his eyes. Don't mind him. He just hates fun and happiness, which, you know, I'm sure a lot of people do. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wrath. The way it flaunts needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. Hold on. I'm looking here over at the thing here, and I've noticed. Okay, let's go ahead and move this, like, say, right here. Just so we can actually, we'll see how we can see people's faces. I know I probably should have moved that like a long time ago, but what am I gonna do? Now, who knows? I might end up moving it back later. All right, oops. There we go. Come on. What about hanging out by the pool? If I find the water calming, I find the water simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right here. I'm tired, besides I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Let's go here. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Try, be comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. It's the best. But what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of masquerading psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to start living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Hold on. There's some newcomers, huh? Oh, it's some of the survivors. Here, hold on, let's go ahead and move this back here, like such. Okay. Just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. Oh, that's kind of cool. They're actually coordinators on the island. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only ones remaining on the island. Or they're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. A car here stuck in my arm. I was wondering what that was. None of the others survived. That's kind of a yikes, to be honest. There we go. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway. I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with our options wherever possible, and don't run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this islet. Dwight. Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. These two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? No. I think you're mistaken. Something like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that, yes, true. He was. But he just meant that he wants to get off this to the other vacation island getaway, a couple of miles south of here. There's much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. And this is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decorations matter most. Your decisions. Yes, because your decorations? What? That makes no sense. They matter mostly. When I agree with them, when I agree with them, that's fair. Not like the other island. So will there be? Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath the gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows I technically floated above the ground, so nobody believes I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. That's fair. But I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap. But when that didn't work, I tried whining. And when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turned out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around on this island. So, thanks I guess for getting it called off. We are threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you a drink of your dreams. Ha! Hilarious, right, Dwight? Yes, right. So what will you be having? I don't know. You know what? I think a sangria sounds good. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. A sangria, maybe? My pleasure. That sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that back at home. Well, not we exactly. I watched someone drink a drink like that once. They looked happy. Now's your chance to be one-on-one with the drink. What do you say? This is some sort of juice for a child? Are there children hiding about? No, it's for adults. The kind who like, tropical fun. Who likes tropical fun? Gotta learn how to actually read. Oh, I see. Huntress really seems to perk up at the idea of kids being around and is bummed to hear there aren't any. So, Huntress likes kids, huh? Being around it is bummed to hear if there aren't any, but I'm quite glad it's just grown-ups on this island personally. Little ones should definitely not be exposed to this. That's fair. Not my cup of tea, but okay, sure. We can still use it for a toast, yeah? New adventures. To new friends. To, Clink. Did you say Clink? No. As we fulfilled our requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux, enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot in this bar. I don't think it could be kind of fun. A little fun? I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine. Or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, at least I'm picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did, because I'm no nerd. Okay, so, let's see. Not a nerd. Methinks it's certain somebody doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, or nonfiction. Reading is the only escape from the inescapable horror of life. Escape into your own mind. Let's see. Likes. Reading. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I imagine. You know, I like reading. I don't read as much as I used to, but reading can be kind of nice. I'd imagine, based on that response, they were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Thinking, what's your dessert island book? That one book you'd bring with you if you were, on an island like this. Oh, it has to be classic horror. Well, yeah, obviously, I love horror. For reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains. Yeah, which is why I'm playing this game to begin with. And also, though, these books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really got thought about these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? You know, honestly, I was actually literally thinking Dracula. Dracula, one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger, only to learn later on that they're an immortal villain. It's downright thrilling. Well, I guess, but I'm going to say, that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but to get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Same here. So what if the old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think would find all that? If you're going to be trapped in nightmares that is undead eternal life, you know a little something about. You could do a lot worse than with those great clothes, castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time we make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-masked covered eye. Might as well, might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's play Circle of Spin This Bad Boy. Oh no, okay, we're gonna play Spin the Bottle, alright. Oh, it's him! The Trickster, good idea. Trickster, this isn't a little late to introduce a new character? That's fair. I thought it was one of those you get to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know, but the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea, but also the teasing the secret Trickster ending. There's a Trickster ending, huh? That's cool. I wonder if that's true or they're just saying that just to have the Trickster in here. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Yeah, I can't say I'm a big fan of the Trickster as a character myself, but we're talking from like the actual game, the actual DVD game. Toodaloo. Well, the rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap. Spit, that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. Wow. Talking this much. I don't typically talk this much in a game, so ooh, my throat is getting dry. With some of that music. Okay, let's be clear. Oh, we already read that. I'll make out so happy out of view of the public eye. Real romantic like. Yes, romance is the goal. But we'll all be waiting here, complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. You know, that sounds fair. Okay, I'm up. Get the bottle in my hand and put the fade to the bottle and into the fade in the hands of the empty bottle gods. The mini games consist of two parts. On top, the pointer rotates in a clockwise direction. Okay. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for those less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's a result. Suppose if it doesn't stop, if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing. But no one has to know if you didn't tell them. I mean, that's fair. Okay, ready to play? Or do you want me to repeat that? No, I don't care. Just spin the bottle. All right, spin the bottle and see who you're gonna smooch. Okay. Oh my God, this is gonna be awkward if it lands on a dude. Okay, here we go. Okay, there it is. You got Huntress. Okay. You two are meant to be. Psych, you actually have to spin the bottle multiple times to get your real result. Wow. First to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle here on this island. Now get your spin on. Oh no. You got spirits. Huntress again, okay. Oh, cool. Casual minigame. I just got a trophy called Casual Minigame. That's funny. Alright, so we got Huntress. Cool. Ooh. I can't imagine people actually doing that in a spin the bottle. Ooh. Sounds more like a haunted house kind of thing. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across at a beach towel Now you're looking across a beach towel at Huntress, just in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Huntress takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face in a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. Trying to lock lips in this state, you might gross her out so completely that she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Huntress, we. I'm sorry, but I can't kiss you right now. What? You're relieved, but also a little hurt? It's not you. Well, it is you, but in a good way. You know, somehow I'm indirectly offended. I think it's great. Maybe a little too great. They don't trust easily. Let's see. A little sneeze coming on. Yep, that was a sneeze. Okay. I'm afraid of what it might mean to connect with you so early. I mean, that's fair. In reality, that's fair. It's not that I don't want to. I just don't think it's the right time right now. It's the right thing right now. I understand. Amazing, but also understand this. If you tell anyone I get so soft, I'll break you in half, okay? Let's see. Don't tell she's a softie. I mean, I don't want to get broken in half, do I? I'll tell him you almost chewed my whole face clean off. I'm trying to imagine that. Like, you know, gnawing on someone's face. Not just like, you know, kissing them romantically or, you know, whatever, but just like, that's all I can imagine now. Oh, like that. I hate to break up such a passionate moment. That we only assume was passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. With dinners being started right away and we must insist you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. And there's so many more interesting things to die from. To die from? What? Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Oh yeah, sure, how complicated it would be to run a game like that. Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What are we expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? I mean, that'd be cool, but no. This ain't some prestige fancy epic like you would find on cable. One Claudette usher you to sit, or to take your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific. It seems everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Let's see. I don't know if this is, I mean, I don't know if taking notes is too much. Let's see. Meanwhile, he refuses next to, okay. And Trapper doesn't like Wrath or Trickster. I don't know if writing this down is going to even help me. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Well, yeah. They don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even if I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Oh hey there, you're looking good, Daquin. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I already have the fact that Hunter doesn't want to sit next to Trapper. No, seriously, their arms are too big. I mean, that's true. They probably have the biggest arms out of the 5 so far. They can't fit a table even if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was like completely intentional. I mean, I guess that's fair. Let it be that lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. It's the rest of them sit. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully, with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. Now that's 12 hours is quite a long time to sit there and slave over food. We hope you enjoy. We really, really hope so. Hey, didn't I tell us what you're... No. Hey, didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. What? Was this KFC? Are they giving us KFC? But if it's over a spit, I mean, I guess not that you can't do chicken on a spit, or multiple chickens on a spit, but you would need to do that for 12 hours. I mean, I can see doing, like, a pig on a spit over 12 hours or something, but, okay, I'm looking a little bit too much into this. Anyway, meat is good. Let's see. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Technically true, but it's the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Daquin, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Well, now I'm thinking it. Ew. That's just not dinner. That's cannibalism. Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. Ew. Just ew. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree belly button down prints, When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scrapes of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Oh my god. think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything else on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat or meal. It's always right for a change, because I am the one with the broad axe. It's a perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? That's fair. I'll have this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option, obviously. The hell it is. I'll show you both my katanas and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop it. I hate it when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I could do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Daquin, I know this is what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. So we're not just eating meat. We're not just eating a person. We're eating Felix. Otherwise, it was going for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does. If you're done, it'll take even longer for completing their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tinnitus. I mean, as anyone should. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? It's a fun idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hate it when it gets cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Okay. Mini games consist of two parts. On top, a pointer rotates in the clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target gets you... And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible. Other times it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the space bar at the right... There. Well, okay, press the space bar to stop the pointer when it's over the target to win. Okay, this is DVD stuff. That's cool. So fail on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of a target area, not the end. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Slice. You missed completely. Yeah, I kind of did. Yikes. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah! I thought I'd missed on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, shit. You missed. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with the less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Hey, I have a machete. You're dumb. Dinner served. For real. The sound, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least the lifting of their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could have been if they tried to mush stuff through there. Ew. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. The thing about it, number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. That's fair. Between the food and the behavior of group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is that they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? You know, I don't think I want to get killed. So, actually, it's not the food or the company. It's just super self-conscious about how I look when I eat. Hopefully that's safe. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse to not chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that makes things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross. But try to relax. It's nothing to worry about what everyone... Try to relax and not worry about what everyone thinks. Everyone thinks, oh my god, I cannot fucking read. It's important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically a group that includes one, if not more cannibals staring at you, with meat juice dripping off from their chins, would be quite scary. However, why are they fading? Why are they fading? However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't don't take this as medical advice. But I'm pretty sure you need to eat to survive. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here. I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. So you're saying there's more than one path, right? There's too many of them to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Me too. Because if there's even more on paths, many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Yeah, we're going to do that once. But this place holds many secrets, even from itself, that the one that truly matters can be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague and mysterious. I gotta give up to you gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Fair. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I like. Some of them I did not. Uh-oh. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. That's fair. So is the ocean actually the entity? You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean validates the feeling inside me that we're all truly significant. The only thing worth pursuing is revenge. Writing it down. Okay. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? To look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel alone or small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? You found someone special? I used to feel the way, small, unimportant, alone, but lately I'm not so sure. I'm starting to feel different. I'm starting to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who has turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on this topic. She's clearly so passive about it. A friend, perhaps. Something more? I don't know what this island has planned for me. Ha! A friend? Friends are cowards who seek comfort in numbers. That's fair. I had friends once, back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father. Wow, that's kind of a buzzkill. Friends aren't what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. I was so dumb, so busy trying to please everyone else, to be a perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that is sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else sitting on the beach. When she's convinced it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid, that sounds badass, right? But I didn't let it out, and then I, chop. And now the dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. As I'm sure that would be the case with anyone. Well, enough about me. What's inside you, stranger? No dragon. Just a lot of fire. Jeez, man, I don't know. No dragon, just fire. A raging inferno, in fact, begging to burn this whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon? I'm sorry, but you're no dragon. And breathing fire? That's just some Hobbit type nonsense. You got an achievement called Trial Run. I'm a descendant of proud samurai. Our dragons are on a whole other level. Looks like there was only room for one dragon inside Spirit after all. Oh well. Just as things were really going to heat up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on the strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air just above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend to each event is scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire activities. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, go, go! Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. And see here, I'm using this cool thing here again. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break and go to the bathroom, walk around a little bit, because my throat is getting sore from the constant talking. So we're going to go ahead and take a quickie break, and then we'll see if we can get back to doing some more cool stuff here and see if we can do some cool flirting and whatnot. So yes, we will be right back. Okay, we are back. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with this epic tale of revenge, doom, death, and love. Alright. Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette make an announcement. Oh, hold on. There we go. We're not going to blame anyone in particular. It's someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favorite activity. It's a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person has to share? How will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now, I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you'll embrace your fate. So sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. You can still track of time while I was passed out? Been there before, even though it's taking pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. It's really fair to pick on the newbie? Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anyone ever anything ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me. Who the fuck is Donald? I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack and slash and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows the names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Still gotta start on. We gotta get. Oh my god. We still gotta get started on story time. So, Nickwin, who do you think this should go? Oh damn it! That's a name. So you pick someone quickly. This tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. We'll go with you. I choose you, Huntress. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with catchphrases, okay? What? Huntress steps up to tell her story. The campfire flickers in her faraway eyes. There's a village outside the deep and ominous redwood. No child dares step foot past the threshold of thick trees and brush that separates safety from the unknown. Grown men had ventured and often would never return. The sound echoed out in the village, where something inhuman. The women of this town told a story to young children, hoping it would be enough to dissuade them from curious explorations beyond the boundaries of the village. They told of a creature that looks in the woods, half woman, half beast, singing like a siren, haunting, beautiful, her voice, that the last relic of humanity. It lulls her, whoever hear them, into her domain, and not precocious child, nor fierce soldier can escape once you are in her clutches. I wonder who they're talking about. Those who have seen her say she wears a mask of hair stained with the blood of so many poor souls. The hatchet she wields has been brought down so brutally on the skulls of many, on an unsuspecting hunter. The nightmare does not end there. For what's a hungry beast do in the frigid winters with nothing but hunter meat to live off of? It is said that the huntress, as villagers called her, would bring herself to kill the young girl she came across in the forest. Instead, they'd suffer an even worse fate. Longing for a child of her own, she'd bring back to her secluded cabin to keep them safe. She'd wrap a tight cord of rope around their necks and affixate them to the wall. That way, they'd be warm. That way, they'd be out of harm's way. The hunters would never bring the girls presents. Toys she'd pilfer. No, she would bring them presents. Toys she'd pilfer from other bodies. Masks she'd fashion out of things from the cottage. And little dolls made out of grass and twigs. But those toys did nothing to quell the children's fear. Within days, the girls would waste away from starvation and dehydration. For all of her good intentions, the hunters would have learned how to care for a human child. Or never. You see a tear creep up from underneath the huntress's mask. Suddenly, the most beautiful singing voice you'd ever heard fills the air. Sleep, my darlings, tiny one, chest she sings. Tucked within your bed tight, else the gray wolf will come and grab you by your side. There's a brief moment of silence, and you feel the need to contribute to this stirring moment. I don't know if she would want me singing. So let's clap. Clap once more, then after a beat again, slowly building up. Dramatic group clap. Wrath stands next to you and claps. No one else does. Oh dear. Your clapping it lacks energy. You must be tired. Oh shit, I just can't do the right thing. Huntress isn't interested in whatever it is you're trying to do. And walks up. Well, fuck. On that note, everyone decides, I felt like singing was a good idea, but at the same time, I felt like if I tried to sing now, it would be a bad idea too. So, well. Okay, so they decide to take a break and split up for a bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves you, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice, a true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts of all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up, and he's blurring his latest song. Oh, jeez. Hey, baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want to hear something from a big fish like. But I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special. Those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean full of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues. But you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Huntress approaches you. Of course you like my story. Who wouldn't? It had everything. Cute kids, dead men, a huntress. I find that all stories are better with the sound of burning fire filling the air around you. All the smoke, however, I could do without. I'd rather eat a barbecue and then smell like it. Let's rinse off that campfire with a dip in the hot tub, shall we? Really? Dipping in the hot tubs with a huntress? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. Not for like that. Just don't forget our little talk. Yeah, true. She could still slaughter me in my sleep. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean to the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I'm sure all of them could, with the fact that they all have weapons. Before you run off, I wanted to make something clear. You know that half-woman beast I was talking about in my story? That's me. I'm her. Kind of figured, because I at least know that much about her story. Like, in the actual, lore of the game. Well, babe, might as well sound enthusiastic. No way, how cool. That's really awesome. Thanks for being vulnerable and telling such a personal story. Huntress shyly twirls her hair. Tell the truth. What did you think of my tale? Do I have the makings of a breath-selling author, such as the comedic mastermind Dostoevsky. It was a really nice whole narrative, clear beginning, middle, and end, riveted from the start. Plus, the woman in the forest, I mean you, are clearly not a true villain. You were just a traumatized child. Okay, now you're just being a suck-up. You know, as hopefully in an endearing way, I hope. Huntress's eyes leer at you from behind her mask. She's had her time in the spotlight and is playing coy now. You chuckle awkwardly at Huntress's statement of the obvious. Why are you laughing? Oh my god, I can't help but giggle when I'm both about to die and also maybe falling in love. Oh god, okay, that's not awkward. You can't believe how awkward this intimidating woman seems right now. It's actually pretty endearing. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly despite your steamy companion. Oh great. That doesn't sound good. It's a bit chilly and your bare shoulders must be freezing. Let's head back to the fire. And put me to bed, eh? We hate to intrude whatever smooth moves you're about to unveil themselves. About whatever smooth moves were about to unveil themselves. But it's time for bed. Usually nighttime is when I do my best hunting. But after a day like today, I'm pretty tuckered out. Will I see you tomorrow, Daquin? Only if I don't see you first. You make a cute little bow hunting motion. Huntress catches the imaginary arrow as you shoot in her teeth. You shoot in her teeth. Oh my god, that could be taken so wrong. And then bites down in the heart, snapping it in half. At least you think that's what she's doing. It's kind of hard to tell. That's fair. Good night, my little snack. I'm a little snack. I'm sure there was a reference to actually eating you. Let's hope not. After you head to the campfire, the heat is comforting in this chilly night. Looking at the crackling embers, you think about Hunter's story of the half-human beast that abducted all those innocent children. An attempt to save them that led to their doom. Are you mistaking a prisoner here on this island? Is this your salvation, or will it be your demise? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. The now familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that in the firelight. I must apologize for the accommodations. We aren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make it comfortable, or die trying. Yeah, probably literally die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up to the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Let me check something here. Or will the guests... Okay, hold on. Just making sure. Yeah, let's see that. I want to make sure. Okay, boom, boom. I think I might have actually had Twitter going on my phone. You have to keep the volume to a minimum. Other guests aren't the type you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Ready. Anyway, here we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might want to adjust the dial and fix it. Oh. Let's see what's on the station. That's not horrible. Oh, keep hitting the wrong thing. Let's see what's on this station. Interesting. You know, let's go ahead and turn it off because again, we don't want to make too much noise. No matter how many things you listen to, you can't fall asleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you sleep here. would you like to summon to your side by the fire? Oh, jeez, that's not dangerous or anything. Well, let's talk to you, lady. Spirit, I'm still around. I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells her secret for falling asleep when she... Shut up, speakers. That's my PC that did that. My Bluetooth speakers. Which, when she's feeling restless, I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even dead like to relax. That's fair. They don't really have any of those things around. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. Small comb carved from bamboo. Bamboo, cool. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well, you'll get revenge on me. If it's the last thing I do. Oh my God, not back. Nope. I'm giving it back. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You'll try to look down with your eyes. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. I thought it was 70% water, but, whatever. Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. Amnesiac. I think it was amnesiac. Yes, amnesiac. There we go. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You suddenly awake to see someone looming over you. Oh God. Trapper sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. That's creepy. No, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit lot right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who's obviously completely honest and trustworthy. That's not creepy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of your what? Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. No, that's great. Two, the first thing is very important to remember. I mean, I guess if you're big and intimidating, I guess that could be a good point. Were you drawing me? Trapper, doesn't it? He was drawing me. You aren't drawing stick lines radiating out from me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They would know a good time if I bit them in the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in a day for luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier. Or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone for this real time. Maybe you drift off to sleep again. Hope you're not poisoned. Yikes. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Oh, God. I think they really went well. Some of my first interactions with somebody who isn't a parent that doesn't end in bloodshed or entirely perishing to my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today with the win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? I have to say, I do. Okay, attractive, mysterious. I don't really know any other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods. She was skewered by an elk. and I had to wash her entrails off my Seraphan. That being said, the other 3 should make good be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? That thing knows more about who's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major Buzzkill and Trapper. Oof, where do we begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need it anymore. I'm perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I had a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fine, fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing on some huge part of my distinct whole life. Now it's Trapper. If I'm being honest, I just want to kill about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even a few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like to continue living for now. One false step and haha. Everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear, if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill the Chiron guy. Now it's the Wrath. Now, every day was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart. So that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? There's a whole thing I'd probably say about that, but that would be totally going off the rails of playing this game. I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster, but I can't help it. Curriculum just isn't... Circulation. Yeah, curriculum just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe? Okay, those are a choice for sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. That's fair. Besides, if I'm gonna get my bloody revenge on society, it has used me and thrown me away. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to have just a little help. Still alive. Okay, I just got achievements as still alive. I think that's good. I think that's a good sign. You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. I mean, I am a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This was definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make a sexy bunch, no? And talking about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying... Oh my god, I'm getting tired of Trickster already. I really am. I'm not a huge fan of him in the game, even though I think I do own him as a killer in the game, in the original game. Morning, beautiful. I thought she might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day right. Trickster seems especially cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. No regret, which I won't be a part of it. Or well, I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. So I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? I don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks. Or they couldn't have been so they could have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. Yeah, think. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, review to, or 2 thumbs up to review to, not words, an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure you leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Oh, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient words, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hands? True. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn on at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and become the watery grave. Fair point. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, I'm not saying it is, even if a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review, if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You really should judge it on the artist's intent. Whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing those elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the greater process with the ultimate intent of making things for enjoyment, not to be overcritical of them. Are you two trying to summon this place for actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from the poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They also do this on the second morning. Sad really. Even if they do make some good points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Daquin. The few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? I'm not suspicious. I'm not suspicious. There's a no option. If I were here to summarize my time, I'd call it lovely time. Oh, lovely. We love to hear that, because that isn't what this place is all about. Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed again, and again, and again. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We had this sign, but to sign the rights away to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this agreement? Sure. And so I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract saying that I, Daquin, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island, which might be a good thing to not get me killed. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Let's see. Yes. And Daquin is still totally cool of the construct freight back. The place to leave that is in a positive review. Because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. Anyway. Yes, you're right. I was trying to check something. I see Dwight and Clunt have gone into a trance. And with this grumbling I hear from you, Belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Yes. Breakfast. Perfect timing, everyone. Rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and... Pancakes actually really does sound good, actually. So much for maintaining these beach bods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries in here? Yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take a plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day. A beautiful and mysterious, on a mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspecting though. Proper sense enough to talk about his day, and how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect to survive yesterday, so congrats. Whether you survived today is 50-50, okay? Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. And Hunter steps off to talk about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. Above all the possibilities that the strange island has in store. How open-minded. Oh, well, that surely must be it. No one else would really stand up during breakfast, too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Or should I say, did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge. And the last night was no different. So in that case, it's exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done now, which is good. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to slightly resenting being trapped here with you all, while looking cute doing so. I'm guessing Wrath has had enough time to work with her to speak in front of the group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Just take us home, Wrath. Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, try not too much fun. That would be weird. But hey, good. Like, a good amount of fun. And now, they're all looking at you expectantly. What are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a powerful play. Keep them wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexually true to life experience. Shame on you didn't get any breakfast though, but so be it. Darn it, I want some bacon and pancakes. That's disappointing. After breakfast, you had the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. That'd be hilarious if you could actually do the narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how much I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time, but it's coming from behind the pool shed. No. Stick it in there. A little more. A little. Phrasing. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. Wow. How does that feel? Oh my god. Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels like, oh my god, dude. This is uncomfortable. Absolutely. Don't you take that and put it right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you know they're not really talking about what you think they're talking about. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they don't. So then your close blind can hear everything they're doing. Oh wow! But look at the super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion everyone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting, and Claudette is having a crazy look in her eyes. Wow. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here, and then I could hear you. Well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You know. You were doing, I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun. You think people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Honestly, I never thought that that's what they would be doing. Oops. We got 5 minutes to ourselves every day. We spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that he has found the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Do you think that we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. That's my laugh. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I know that our dreams and then our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Daquin. You're gonna need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A tragedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading out to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday wasn't short a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up the sun in the heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sunlight. Spiky tipped, like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But no trio. Oh my. Of course. Hey, babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone is getting up and asking how they were feeling. What was that about? Some force kind of checking with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat breakfast before noon. Or after 4 a.m. or p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later in my private stage on the other side of, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I can give you a private show. No, dude. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And then blow up that. Threatening but adorable. Make an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not the best friends just because we had a little talk about doing a little talk. It's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. I mean, that's a totally fair assessment as well. Okay, that guy's gone, and we're giving some ground rules, establishing that we're definitely going to be to abide by it. Time to lay back. Take some deep, slow breaths and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes, hunters, that makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us. Does that sound intriguing? But immediately a flood of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring your swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You have to make a run for it at some point, and you should be prepared. But of course, you washed up on the island with nothing but the clothes on your back, which I was thinking the same thing. How? What am I gonna pack? So you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress, not the Hugstress. You look up at the tower and Goddess, trying to form a sentence, but suddenly, before you can decide if you want to go off with her, the spirit interjects. You really think you're going to have fun with her? All the running and wrestling, and not in a clever double entendre way, but actual physical wrestling? I'm exhausted just describing thinking about it. Listen, you're kind of weird, and I'm kind of weird. And like, I don't know, I thought you'd want to sit and ignore the whole world together for a while. Tough choice. You weigh your options great, because you can only do it one day today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's also good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, wrenching, writhing death. Drinking it because of lemons were poisoned and all. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So what'll it be? Oh God. I think I'm gonna go with the Huntress. I think I gotta go with the Huntress. Whee! She's spirit's not gonna like me. Forest friend. I got that. That's the achievement I got. You and the Huntress make your way to the excluded beach house. Your heart thrumps in your chest. Don't look it up. Thrums is a real. Did I say thrump? Thrums a real word, I swear. Real word, I swear. All these nerves of excitement or terror. Isn't it fun to mix it sexy and horrifying? Huntress is quiet as a mouse as she guides you through the island forest. You struggle to keep up with her. She moves like a jungle cat, all muscles and silent leaps across the thorny bush. She halts suddenly. You crash into her, having been desperate trying to keep up. You follow her gaze and realize that you arrived. A cabin in the woods. No, you know that horror movies don't. They don't end well like that when it's a cabin in the woods. You've come here willingly with a fearsome killer. Great job. Well, the cabin is cozy, but something seems off about it. You can't quite put your finger on what it is. Hunter stares at you through her buddy mask, cocking her head to the side as if trying to gauge your reaction to her hideaway. Are you going to invite me inside? Why do you need an invitation? Are you a vampire? That's true. Haha, no. Oh. It's just me, or did Hunter seem a little disappointed? Didn't peg her for a lover of the Fang. But hey, I don't judge. Come in, let's explore. You follow her inside. It's creepy, rickety, and definitely not up to code. But it's certainly homey. It certainly has a homey charm. You're quite the decorator. She blushes. Indeed it is. A chandelier made of bones hangs delicately in the foyer ceiling, and a collection of trinkets line the mantel. Something tells you that the people who once owned these things are not of the mortal coil anymore. Could you be Huntress's next victim? The thought gives you a wicked thrill. She's looking at you again. What do you think of my collection? I could learn to like this. The whole place is quite tactile. There's so much to look at. The organized chaos makes me want to craft things with my hands. And you would like it here. You have an eye of someone who appreciates fine things. I can't wait to go treasure hunting with you. We could find so many goodies on the island. But first, what do you think of the other killers on the island? I mean, Trickster is pretty out there, but everyone else seems like they have interesting backstories and whatnot. Well, we gossip, huh? What are you playing at, Daquin? Huntress considers this for a beat. She seems to have two modes, thoughtful and explosive. You have to hope to never be the splash zone when the explosive part emerges. Why? Are you jealous? Before you can answer, the house begins to shake. Huntress loses her balance on the termite-infested floor and falls into your arms. You are not mad about this. Before you have time to enjoy taking in this moment. Oh, they're monster crabs. It's an attack. A horde of killer crabs invade through the crevices of the poorly constructed cabin. They race at you in hundreds and swarms, clacking their razor-sharp claws at you. You must act quickly. What will you do? I'll grab whatever that is. You quickly reach out to grab a Shashka off the wall. Being the highly educated person that you definitely are, you know what a shashka is. A Russian sword, not an umbrella or a cane of cola or something else like that. Back to back with the Huntress, you both hack away at the attacking crustaceans. You manage to slay the majority of the killer crabs. The ones you missed go scurrying away back into their hidey holes. Huntress turns to you with a gaze that's full of passion and intrigue. However, before it bubbles over, she looks away, suppressing that feeling. Is she nervous? Huntress sits down on the wicker couch and begins cleaning the guts off her hatchet. It's an obligatory scene for every killer. You're just happy not to be the source of what she's wiping off. Looks like we're having crab for dinner. She doesn't smile at your joke. She has a punished look on her face again. You join her on the couch. Man, sometimes those near-death experiences really got me thinking about what I want in life. I think I'd really like to start a family one day. How about you? Maybe one day with the right person. Maybe one day with the right person. I mean, it's a life-changing decision. You have to make sure it's right. Hunter smiles coyly. A good answer. You know what kind of weirdos are out there. That's true. I'm a weirdo. What were you like as a kid? You try to imagine the giantess as a meek child in a puffer coat wandering about the forest. Hunter chuckles, her laugh quite cute and soft. I was so innocent. We hunted to survive. Going back to the cottage, and Mother would tell me the stories. And we'd drink tea and imagine a life far away from the woods, somewhere like this. I suppose I finally achieved what she was always wanted from me. But since coming here, something feels off. It's beautiful and warm, and everyone is so attractive, like thirst traps galore. But don't get that feeling that something is coming for us? Oh no, she's onto you. But only onto you about what? Swirling memories rush through your head. Nightmares, visitors of a dark cloud. Claudette and Dwight's vacant stares that belie some sort of hypothesis. I think you're onto something. What would you do? How long have you been here? Do you remember anything at all of why we made it here? I've been having these dreams, seeing things. I think we're serving some greater purpose here. Huntress reveals a strange object that she stole from near the stage where Trickster performs. It has some strange symbol on it. Ah. Truthfully, it doesn't seem that strange to you. It's just a glass bottle. However, this label is interesting. She hands over to you, but before she can explain her theory, Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt. We have a dramatic announcement, but it needs to happen back at the beach. Of course. You arrive at the beach, and realizing you were set up, there's no big announcement after all. What you're here for is good old-fashioned rivalry. Oh, great. It's true, exactly like the voice we cannot hear and certainly aren't referencing says. We were forced to interrupt your lovely date by another killer. They were here ready to make you an offer of love. You won't be able to deny. Oh no, it's Trapper. Trapper emerges from the water in slow motion. Wow. He's pure thirst. He's Paul Newman on horseback. He's Denzel on the cover of GQ. Manliness brought to life. Also, he's holding his breath under there this whole time waiting for his cue. That's commitment. To a bit I've never seen. Heard you've spent the day in a quaint cottage. That's cute. How about a quaint mansion? Or maybe, how about one on each continent? Yeah, I'm including Antarctica. I'm really, really rich. So is that actually true? Because I don't know too much about the Trapper's background, so I'm assuming since he's talked about so often that he's actually, like, rich, you know? But, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know much about his backstory in the game. Think how cozy we can be there in a snowy 10-bedroom chateau. One of those pools that's half indoor, half outdoor, but nice and warm throughout. That way you can kill a mama polar bear. I think that doesn't make sense. I think polar bears exist in the north, not in Antarctica. While watching her cubs cry over her body from the inside. Wow. Well, Trapper's the real deal. And by real, I do mean really, and by deal, I mean evil. Plus, you really want to hunt for your food for the rest of your life? With me, you get both ways. Savagery and someone to clean up after you. Sounds nice, huh? That life isn't for me, bro. Very impressive. You can speak with implied quotation marks. Very cool. This guy's a total douche nozzle. Try hard much? He's like the turn-of-the-century Pacific Northwest version of a Wall Street bro. Trust me, it tracks. Wait, I live in the Pacific Northwest. Patrick Bateman with the huge chip on his shoulder. You wouldn't go with him if he was brandishing a cleaver at you. Oh shit, he is. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm into a quieter lifestyle. I relish my independence, and I don't need someone to wipe my butt for me. Even back to the huge arms of Huntress. She hugs you tight, so tight to think you feel the life leave your body for just a moment, but it hurts so good. You know what? I'm impressed you stood up to me. I appreciate someone who's giving me their total honesty, even if that opinion makes me want to carve out your liver. And the butt wiping comment? That's not what I meant by clean up after you. I'm hiring someone to do that for me at the moment, the moment I get home. Well, I mean, I guess if you're rich enough, you get entitled a little bit. Trapper leaves and you turn to Huntress, walking in slow motion back into the waters. It's pretty weird. You just gotta stay there and there all night? Shall we continue our date? Sure. Huntress leads you back to a cabin. You thought you'd remember the way, but it's like the forest has completely changed. Now, nothing is familiar. But not get lost out here. Can you believe that guy? Classic Trapper, pulling a move like that. I'm so glad you chose me, though. I don't think we've explored all there is between us yet. She winks a bunny-masked eye and scoops up you onto her back. Huntress runs through the woods with you piggyback riding her. The wind ruffles your hair. Animals clear a path for you in the mighty woods as a woman. For the mighty woodswoman as she races by the lead from the lead teen vampire drama in that one scene where he calls her Spider Monkey. Wow. Hunter doesn't call you that. Whee! Eventually, she gets lowered to the ground, and you take in your surroundings, a wooded clearing in the forest. Huntress prances about like a deer in a meadow. I like to come here sometimes to clear my head and hack up a few woodland creatures. Foxes are my favorite to slaughter. They think they're so cute and shy, but when they see me running through them, they're just assholes. Great with hot sauce. Huntress hears a rustling and darts off to find its source, crouching low like an animal. Now you're alone in the middle of the forest. Which way did you come from again? No idea. Your sense of direction is all off. A maleficent voice floats through the air, landing upon your ears like syrupy honey. Come find me. Oh no. Perfect. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Fuck. You missed completely. Ah, I missed again. Not bad. Tag. You bop Huntress on the shoulder when you find her. She high-fives you. You're trying to date this young lady or just bro down all day? You're so good at hiding. I'm having a real blast. Thanks. They say it takes 10,000 hours of practice to get good at something. Hey, they do say that. I mean, I guess it's true they do. That was fun, huh? I keep trying to just relax and have a good time. That's really hard for me. Anytime I let my guard down, something terrible happens. Oh, I don't know if I should. I badly want to say it. No, she doesn't trust very well, so. Like what? Sometimes I find young girls in the woods, like perfect angels that need my protection. But if it's my turn, but if I turn my back for a moment, they wind up dying. That got dark, but I do feel like hunters wouldn't admit it. This is just anyone. Oh look, Claudette and Dwight are back. Okay, we swear we were here for a good reason this time. Yeah, no one was manipulating us this time. It's just time for dinner. Come get some grub. Oh no, we're probably Trapper's gonna try to kill our faces. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not the just remaining anxious sweat from spending the afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived at dinner, including Trickster. All right, yeah, I did have a bit to drink again earlier before I started the stream, so I do need to use the restroom again. So I will be right back, and we will see if we can continue our adventure in Romance Land. Be right back. Alright, here we go. I'm back and feeling better. But no, okay, here we go. Oh, come on. We're out this year too. Okay? We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen and screen at the same time. Again. So just believe me, they're all here. And they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With their love on the line, he wouldn't being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are. These four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Rouse seems to be taking the longest long shot to end up here, hold on. There we go. Okay. He throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better for that. Sick of everyone watching, everyone else scores themselves. Well, I'm preoccupied with, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyway. So I say, just do a simple salad or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo was gross. I'm fine with just lettuce. It doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg, though. It has no nutritional value. I like iceberg lettuce. Letting him out choose was a mistake. Yes, on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day so far, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Yeah, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Day was nuts. Went to the hunter's secret cabin and killer crabs attacked us. That's true. I'm falling asleep tonight. The delicious sound of crunching crustaceans. That never would have happened on my yacht. I grind them up. Much more satisfying way to kill crabs. At least those kinds of crabs. I have a little comb for the other. That's just TMI, man. Fun Claudette, bring out dinner. Everyone's in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's just a 3 superstitious horror thriller set in Antarctica. Then a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No. Everything here we serve has a lot of bones in it. Just like the vegetables. Or even the vegetables. Wow. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean the table. They linger around you and pick up their plate, taking a napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Top-notch service was much appreciated. Everyone, if you please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, would greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that'll change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, Dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I said it. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. Not that fire's too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm most horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only get away from rats complaining. But what's the thing? What's going to happen? You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Okay, cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So do something interesting. Should I pick on someone to tell a story, or should we play charades? Boggle? Well, I'm actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Oh boy. Wrath points with a spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. That's great. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. I think I made her mad. No, can't you warn us from the fire if now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that that fire is right here. Maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend that it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wrath. Dagon is about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. No. I better tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Ah, jeez. Huh? Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell? Let's go with a safe one, adventure. Alright. Do you like your Dwayne The Rock Johnson movies? How about some adventures? Now we're talking. It's not my favorite, but I respect your choice and not politely. You don't have to say that, Wrath, just not politely. Okay, here goes. I would like to go fishing. Solid hobby, great foundation for a story, for sure. You pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath. No puns intended. Oh wait, that's it? Not much of a story. Barely even a thought. My pun was better than that story. You sure that's all you have to say? No, I was kidding. So what type of story do you want to tell? Well, let's go with personal. It's a little personal now, if that's okay. With Upster tales are the best, and often the most sad. It's a bit of a love story. It's about two strong hunters who meet when they both bludgeon the same wily wolverine. Or about a drenched killer who makes the only woman they ever believed in witness a display of shocking violence. Not quite. About my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She had been dragged there by some friends. Oh. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. But soon, a bit too soon if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them, You know? Some people don't need years to get acquainted with someone. Love can spark from a look across a campfire. You've got their attention. Each killer is fiercely attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. It's quite alarming, actually. Except for the trickster who has headphones and is loudly playing his own music to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you. It's actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So who else could you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Let's go with you this time. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure is better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead, and now can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose, The Fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chic farm. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out what seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They called Lily Koi, by the way. So fancy. Oh, they chose it. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or fiancé, I guess since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After that, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship. She was definitely not to be trusted. However, deciding on such a lovely natural setting for this ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create uniquely floral arrangements from the local wildlife that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off to the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blossoms could be found, and prepared to pick them themselves the morning of the wedding, so they'd be the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible beauty of flowers in the woods, she survived the bride, or the fiancé, since they had not been married, become obsessed with knowing just how know how many there were, so that she could have chosen the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancée told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the wood to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, she came upon a once familiar clearing. Something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had been before. And just in the edge of her view was a fresh bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her suddenly spell and pressed ahead, scooping up the flowers flower after flower. And every time she did, she noticed just ahead, and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of air, the fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least, not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling over their stems into festering molded piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. In a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancée was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and loved ones began to look for her, but it was to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young flowers or lovers to be seen. This old tree, dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. When the fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blossoms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see see that you are truly loved for who you are. Out there all alone, I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. It was story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I like every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as a sequel. That's why I'm much more of a fan of episodic style storytelling, knowing a series of tales of pressure of an individual installment that builds character grade of community between audience and creator. Here we go. Tell me, Daquin, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that if you don't actually care. We are just the one to make sure that seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk gets in the way of a romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm going to need you to shut your yap trap. You know, that thing you need to get back to, that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight. Try not to wink, end up dead. Why do you say the word wink out loud? What kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking. Not since the accident. But you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with a double-digit kill count, right? Well, except for Spirit. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. When you're someone trash-talking Spirit, deal me in. How do you say this talk? The hot tub so I can soak the body while I roast that nasty ghost with some killer hot takes. Please, enough talk of burns. Things are that lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set to a literal fire. Why must I be surrounded by figurative flames all the time? What if we turned and ran as far from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Daquin is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walking speed really reflects my giant stature. But that's because I chose to move slowly for the stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other while creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? The societies trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to your own fabricated problems. So always thinking of shade drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella print on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. We're like, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could do more with our lives, or some social projects we might have going on. Here are them. Who you would be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm saying you might not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with the name either. That's the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening. It's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which girl will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. Go with Spirit. Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even if when I hate the game and the prize. But I had a long day. Building, subverting expectations, running my teeth on met for sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A-team, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting ready to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything that you've got. I want to say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Yeah, she's going to be a tough one to crack. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette, both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by a bevy of bottles of assorted boozes. Who's ready to get wasted? Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink? Ever? Is that like because it just fought on a hole in your stomach or something? Or I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison of the body and the mind, so I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time. Then, why do you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone else knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything out of one of these things. Wait, that's not actually true. You learn how to tie a cherry knot with the stem using only your tongue. Whoa. Jordan the soda with a splash of my private business. Because that's back off menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget the night. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father, on whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right on, right. So be it. How about you, Dakin? Do you drink? I'm quite impressed that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass on alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. To watch it's ironic that someone who doesn't drink is called Spirit. Spirit picks up a plum cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword with it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere. And its little fruity guts flop out onto Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of those upside down wearing black. It's hard to shows at all. Oh, one of the upsides are wearing black. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? I don't know. Actually, are any of these alcohol or non-alcoholic? I'm actually going to look. Hold on here. Because obviously there's not any virgin drinks. Let's see. Okay, so it does use rum. Fancy beer. I mean, I guess beer is beer. Bloody Mary? Oops, that's not how you spell Bloody Mary. Oh my god, I butchered that word. Let's see. I mean, I thought that Bloody Marys, I thought alcohol, but well, I'll just say, actually better yet, I'll just say this. What is a Bloody Mary? And that doesn't tell it. It doesn't give us anything at all about. Oh, because I'm on shopping, Burp. That's why. It's a okay. So it does have vodka, and then dark and stormy drink. Dink. So basically, I have no choice. They're all alcoholic. Can buy a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date. Oh, that's a cute one. Please allow us to demonstrate how dark and stormy is made. First, rum, in this case rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice. And fresh ginger is also added. Garnish with a lime wheel and drink. The end. Do you think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Daquin? Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice. Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum substitute and ginger over ice with a lime wheel. I'm sure I appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than. Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. Like you, a literal dark storm begins to make its way from the ocean. It is your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free I've had since I got here. As you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time to relax. Want to make out a bit? You breathe into a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing. Before you can get a yes out, lightning strikes a palm tree. A tree immediately starts on fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Wow. The gang's all here again on the volleyball court. Seems only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get all sweaty. That's because it was? Boy, it feels like you've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's not so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this one over quickly so you can get some beauty sleep. Right, beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really rested up your time since we've been here. Really getting to know all the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, you're together at the volleyball court, new type of game. Create your dream date and see who Daquin chooses. Who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about their dream date and what they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Like, the order does matter. Wrath, why don't you go first? Who'd you like? You look like you'd hate that. Stop talking. Sorry. Anyway, Wrath. Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to tell Daquin privately. I don't really know that's going to work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Daquin? Wrath considers it for a long time. Too long. That's fine. Not moving, Wrath lowers his voice to barely audible whisper. Tomorrow, we'll have to find my bell. And then I can tell you about things I've been working on. So now it would be really special. That kind of thing where we really bond. And maybe get off to this. Maybe get off this island. Maybe we go on a real date. You done? Is that it? Yep. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on a yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. Wow, that's risky. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure plan. It involves hunting for treasure. I like treasure. Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta start preparing. It's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious. I like it. That's true. She's very confident about it, isn't she? Hit a spirit figuratively. Damn it, Dwight. You've got to watch your words with these people. While you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw a crayon art with Trapper, or dig up whatever mysterious wrath. I don't know what these guys do all day. Do you want to do at least specifically which god will be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay. Okay then. So hydrate tonight. If you want to intend to hang with Spirit. Great. Huntress, why don't you take from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. Right, didn't we already did this one. Yeah, we already did what? Alright. And time's up. Everyone, that's weird. It did Huntress twice. That's weird. But so gosh, you'll need to dream about all these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn. On a swell night, did you forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you're off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition. Parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's time to eliminate one of the killers. Oh no. It was like butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart? Do you dare even try? You mean... That's right, tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feeling. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Chop seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. He would murder. I think he's probably gonna murder me no matter what. That being said, at least you'll see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and she can disappear. Hard to talk. Eek, if you get rid of wrath, he might cry, and although I told his support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which psychopath are you eliminating? I gotta get rid of big guy here. See ya, Trapper. This was very simple. Trapper, you scared the living shit out of me. You're eliminated. That's fair. Honestly thought I don't care. You suck. But not a good way. You bore me, you personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. But I totally which I was going to totally do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is a win-win for both of us. Still might kill you though, out of principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open, and have fun on your date tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye now. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind. Because, of course, They're receiving and calling the consolidation prize. They might not get to go home with Daquin when it's all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. And we're sending our limited player home with... Wow. Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real Trickster. It may not hug you back, but it's definitely worth a try and stab you. And how do we do no? Because we've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested. Oh, Dwight. Claudette approved. Hope you sleep well tonight, Daquin. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight? Because you'll know what you'll do tomorrow. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow, but better yet, before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves, you know these two schedule. Well, what a crazy way to end the day. Elimination. I didn't know that it was that kind of game. Let's check on with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone decides to send off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the real truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. It tends to happen when your mother's skewered by an elk when you were young. Yeah, how'd you know? Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over on the tree. I'm feeling peckish. I don't really know what's happening. Honestly, you haven't been paying attention. So Daquin, sorry I forgot. I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be hard. I won't be hard? I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think so. No's never been dumb enough to try to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. And I'm a giant rage monster. Not everyone in this room should be scared right now. Turn the camera off. I don't think there's a chance I might get eliminated. Yeah, I did. My Carrie got eliminated? Not even a little one. His vulnerable words I spent talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard, validated by those around me? Nah. What? You're not a part of this. You don't even get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything. You feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of wish I wasn't so busy. I wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album out coming to it, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, which NFT sucks, by the way, and don't do these private gigs over the IP Island. My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging at. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm going to tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking about your favorite established characters from all the other pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghostface. Wow. Don't say you like it. Look, we just get it. You're very popular and in demand. We have a game to get back to. And I don't want to get sued. Ghostface. Now he actually said it. Come on. Whatever, I don't care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, Daquin, you too, narrator. Wow. I have a name, you know. You do? Yes. Seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sending water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's the thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Oh, okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. You do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. Oh, it's okay. Never mind. Never mind? What does that mean? No, not you too. This wasn't meant to be a confessional plan for literally every character in the game. It's okay. We're about to confess everything. We're about to work our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. Wow. How's that possible? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh, great. What's this going to be? Did you ate glue in the 2nd grade? Did you cheat on an algebra test once? Watching Trapper get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt a mediocre of joy. Every minute that I'm alive in this nightmare, this place, this sun, these sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity, the unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is a crescending song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Probably the ocean. Please come with that. Please erase me from the existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please let me out of this polo shirt. Oh, okay. Let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, huh? That was kind of weird to the end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Let's take the camera rolling along for someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyways, got an achievement. 2 days in paradise. So hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Hold on, am I able to save where I am? Holy crap. Yeah, I should probably save, just in case. At this point, I think, yes, we were actually playing a dating game. A Dead by Daylight playing game, actually. I've already been at this for almost 3 hours, and I don't know how close we are to the end. Oh, no. I was kind of thinking about ending here. I was gonna save because, like, hey, it's getting close to a point where my throat is actually getting dry from talking so damn much. How long have you been here? There's never an end to what it seems like to love. You know, that is very, very true. That is exceedingly true. Like, love is a never-ending tale of love. And more love. Yes. You know what? That's probably a good idea. That's probably a dang good idea. Okay. I think because our good buddy King Kwama is here, we'll go on for a little bit longer, I think. Let's see. We're big brain time. Happy to help. Hell yeah. Alright. Okay. Alright. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you were using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on your face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone is in love. It's me! Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. And it happens here before, but it's probably the love thing. Zombie butterflies. I never really thought about zombie butterflies. It's time. Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers are standing, flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watching with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good. We paid him good money to make sure some half-assed cameos in the show. I'm gonna choose Agent out. Makes me think of Team Rocket. Yes, exactly. Yes, they are. They will rocket off, or no? What does it they say? We're flying off again, something like that. Something that Team Rocket would say. But before they walk over before they walk over, But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Daquin. And it couldn't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Yes. You know what? I would redeem some points for you, but unfortunately I cannot do that. I cannot do that for you, unfortunately, because, we're on my channel and not on yours. Maybe next time. Okay, there we go. And we've kept a cool head, and you've kept a cool head and treat us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you, going forward, don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are a two-way street, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. These are killers, and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say any more. So I have a feeling I know who I'm going to have to go with then. Okay, so, who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've seen the sparks flying between you and Huntress, which is very true. I saw her whittling a little figure of you last night while everyone else was asleep. So you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad. We're on a schedule. All right, we're gonna do a thing. You make your way over to a row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. And I'm not talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. I mean, that's fair. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Daquin, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. Really? Oh my god, wow. The thing where the suitor gets a flower is a symbol of the contestant's love and affections. Oh, right. I suppose, but no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. That's right, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Okay, all right. I don't know what kind of flower. I don't know what flower that is. A bouquet. I hope Dwight saved some of those for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. We've got other things to think about right now. Daquin, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Well, might as well hit it off with Huntress since we've been doing that. You turn to Huntress. She's never looked more appealing. Her captain dress rustles behind her in the light morning breeze. A seagull lands on her shoulder like she's a beachy cartoon princess. She snaps at the seagull's neck and stuffs it somewhere under her flowy dress. I kind of want to know where now. Probably to save for lunch. Sigh, she can't help but to hunt. Huntress, I choose you. Let's spend the day together and see if we think a future is possible for our love. Me? Really? Huntress throws her hands up in the air like a bear and gallops towards you. At first, you think she's mid-swipe with her gigantic hands and knock the life out of you. Instead, she scoops you up into a hug and takes you to her and takes her place at your side. And she's just stuck her tongue out at all the other killers. Sometimes the immature move is the right one. It's sure to be a fun day. You will be here, not getting to really participate in even though survivors matter too. Well, you go off and have a grand old time. Yep, just Claudette and I hanging out. No one competing for our love. Wondering what we do in the past life to end up embroiled in this unrelenting misery. But I gotta go. Have a blast. Huntress eagerly leads you to the yacht, and you begin your romantic day together. You have to admit, salty warm air in your skin, the sound of crashing waves. This is a pretty perfect morning. Just you and Huntress. Hey, cuties. Ah, ocean right here. Did you know that I'm teeming with a flesh-eating bacteria and dead bodies? I mean, it's true. The ocean is a massive graveyard. It's always more fun, but so hard to keep talking for hours. Oh my God, yeah, tell me about it. My throat right now is killing me, and we're just now getting into hour 3 of this. I do wonder how long this game is, because if it's like 4 or 5 hours or something, I may have to take a break. I may have to actually stop. Okay, that pesky ocean always seems killing the vibe. You turn to Huntress. You sure okay here on the ocean? You know, don't like to be put out in the open. Something about being here with you makes me feel safe. You both sit down at a beautiful set table at the deck of the boat. A wide spread of mouth-watering breakfast goodies are arranged in front of you. Can we get you anything? You look a bit green. I get extremely seasick. And tricks to replace all the island Dramamine with party drugs, so... Wait, how did they get here? Weren't they at the beach consoling their rejected killers? Are there more than 2 of them? Well, yeah, I'll go a little bit longer. I think the other thing, too, is I would hate to, like, get this far and then be like, oh, I'll have to play this for another 20 minutes, you know? Actually, let's find out. We'll find out how long it is, actually. Well, let's see, what's this called? How long is Hooked on You? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, the main story says it's only 2.5 hours. So technically, I'm assuming that we should be able to get this done, because I know that I've spent probably at least 10 or 15 minutes on breaks. So we're going to see if we can push any farther here. We'll go a little bit longer, because I mean, I did select Huntress here, so maybe that's a good sign. You motion one of them over. We'll both take a screwdriver. Hold the orange juice. Oh wow, straight vodka. Of course. Hey, can you play this particular song for us? Set the mood. You hand to White a piece of paper with a song title written on it. Sure. Though I doubt Trapper has it in his vinyl collection. Soon the haunting melody of Huntress' mother lullaby strums to the yacht's expensive stereo system. The boat rocks as though to the rhythm of the song. The eerie, melancholy mood is really quite romantic. Yeah, I know. Tell me about 6 hours later. Yeah, if it was really 6 hours later, oh my God, my voice would. I wouldn't even be able to talk at that point. Breakfast has never been this intimate. You reach out to touch Huntress's hand when suddenly a loud bellow scares you. You knock your freshly poured flute of straight vodka onto the pristine deck. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. It's Trapper. He's screaming at us from the beach. Look at how tiny he looks from all the way out there. Huntress squishes his head between her fingers like a child and giggles. Damn you both. The chairs you're sitting on are worth more than your lives. Get back here. He's not wrong. Hey, Claudette. Take us out further. Aye, Captain. Can she drive a boat? Guess we'll find out. Alone again. Well, I mean, I'm pretty adept at driving a boat, at least in Sea of Thieves, I'd like to say. Alright, again, nothing but the caw of seagulls and the ominous shadow of a creature lurking beneath the waves. Not the Kraken. I have something for you. For me? Huntress reveals a package wrapped in a bloodied apron. You clap your hands like a kid on their birthday. Her playful attitude is rubbing off on you. It's just a little something, a gift. It doesn't cost me anything, just because I made it myself. Oh my, is it something shiny? No, silly, some things aren't made. They're stolen, duh. This is handcrafted. I saw you admiring my mask and figured. Here you go. Oh, cool, I get my own little bunny mask. Sweetness. It's perfect. You put on, it fits your face like a face glove? You gaze at Huntress through the eyes of the mask. A swell of emotion surges through you. One has become two. Rabbits be multiplying, and even in mask form. Let's go back to my place. She downs a screwdriver. The tension is palpable as you enter the cabin. You could cut it with a hatchet. Give me a break. It's day 3 of killer jokes, and narrator has only so much mojo, which is fair, which is totally fair. Hunter sits you down at the cluttered table in the kitchen. You notice the blood stains that have crept into every nook and cranny in the wooden planks. What poor creature died in this table? Did they suffer? What do you care if they suffered? Get back, Ocean. Ocean! Stop backseating, omniscient narrating. Stay here. Don't move a muscle, or I'll hear it. I can hear a mammal's tendons creak as they stretch. It's a gift and a curse. Why, that's kind of creepy. I'll be right back. Alone in the cabin. What to do? Tidy up. Clean up. Everyone, do your share. You half expect a flock of adorable birds and cute little mice to come sprinting out and help you, but they don't, because this isn't some fantasy. It's gritty. This is real. Plus, I'm pretty sure she kills all the birds and cute little mice. Oh no. So you put her around the room by herself, organizing Huntress's various trinkets and collections. I hope she doesn't kill me for that. Old bells over here. Discard of vintage doll parts over there. Various keys, and don't open anything in particular. I have a feeling this is probably a bad idea for me to do that. She doesn't have a drawer filled with these. Everyone has a drawer like that. Then you lay a blanket down in front of the fireplace for no reason at all. You're certainly not imagining all the naughty things that can go down on such a blanket. What's with the strong yet delicate hand? You reach out for her, longingly to stroke her blood-matted hair and scratch up shoulder. I thought we could get by the fire. She wriggles fingers at you. Bunnylicious smirk on her face. Not so fast. Remember we talked about how there's more going on here? You nod like an idiot. Well, I know there's something up. The other night, when you were sleeping like a cute little baby, I snuck into each other's killers' lairs and saw them with shiny objects that they've been stealing from me. I think they're connected somehow. Maybe it has to do with something with the symbol. I tried to go back last night. Someone blocked me from picking up any of the objects. Someone or something knows I'm onto them. I think if you try, it might work. What do you say? Will you help? Sure. Hell yes, I will. A globe-trotting adventure. Well, she knows she does like treasure hunting anyway. You can definitely count me in. Let's go. I'll be your guardian angel. You never know when those other killers might pop up. You grab Hunter's by the hand and practically trip. And you trip over your feet as you make your way out of the door. Actually, what time is it? Wow, it's all 44 o'clock. Wow. It feels good to have a quest. Thrilling. But part of you is just wondering how quickly you can get through this and impress Huntress. Soon she'll take you in her young arms and you'll swoon. Oh my god. The childhood crush on Popeye, making more and more sense. I don't remember having a childhood crush on Popeye. Where do you want to start? There are 4 killers who stolen from the Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. You're not going to let them get away with it. Where do you want to investigate? Let's go with Trickster. You're arrived at the stage, but there's no one here. Not Trickster, not an audience, not anybody. Nothing eerie than an empty concert venue. Think of all the fringe things that once swayed here. The beers that sloshed over red solo cups, mosh pits. Tall guy standing in front of you for the whole show. Lifelong friendships that actually last for one summer. Good times. My concerts are always an experience. You should really come to one of my after parties. They're a real scream. I'll put you on the VIP list. I prefer acoustic Balalakia music. Trickster, I've never listened to your music, and I think sampling sounds of people screaming is very been there, done that. Hey, no one talks to Trickster like that. How do you know about my samples? Someone's obviously a much bigger fan than they're letting on. Show me where Huntress' shiny mystery object is, or I'll wipe the grin off your face with a chloroform-drenched rag. Way to harsh my mellow. Deranged violence and torture is very cool when I do it, because it's my commentary on a shallow society, and I make it look sexy as hell. Your thingamajig is that way. Trickster backs away from you and resumes practicing an intricate dance routine. The way you stood up to that bootleg Backstreet Boy just now was wow. If I weren't so strong and stable on my feet, I would swoon. But it just wouldn't be believable. Find my shiny thing champion. Oh, okay, here we go. Perfect. Damn. You missed completely. You did it. Your ability to find the unfindables is quite uncanny. A natural hunter, I must say. You think I might be able to find your heart? Wow, that is so cheesy. I would hope so. It's very important to locate and remove all the internal organs of your prey. Total way to completely miss the point. Yeah, you do get a few of those here and there throughout the game. So it is pretty fun. It does kind of help mix things up a little bit. Oh, what's this? You found a gold coin. There are 4 killers who have stolen from Huntress. You're not going to let them get away with it. You can avoid their going to Trickster stage a second time, which is good because this whole mood there was just off. Which one are you going to investigate? Let's go with Trapper. There are 2 ways to get to Trapper's Cave. Let's see, trap-based character theme is going on you. You can rest assured that either one of them is going. One of these pathways is filled with traps. You turn to Huntress for advice, but she only giggles and shrugs her shoulders. You're on your own, it seems. I'll say through a forest. At least she said it seems more of a good way to track in the forest. Oh yes, the forest underground, I mean. Come on, putting yourself in the ground voluntarily? That's just asking to be buried. Dead, alive, doesn't matter. The surface is where you belong. The light cascades the leaves of the trees. I cast a hazy glow as you wander into the brush, leaving the cabin behind. But no matter, this is Huntress' domain, which is why I chose that. You think that'll keep you safe, huh? Well, you're wrong. As soon as you take the step off the beaten track, it lands on Trapper's bear traps. Oh, crap. He swore he'd get you. You can hear his maniacal laugh as you bleed out. Aha, you started one of my bear traps that I swore I'd get you with. I just said that. I've seen a lot of trapped animals, and I confirm he got you. And well, crap, it's fatal. Darn it, Trapper, not again. Oh no, all that time when he got me. Well, whatever. That son of a crap. Oh, that's crappy, man. But I guess that's it, though. You know what? At this point, hold on. What happens if you try again? You start at the beginning? Yeah, I know. Like, do you start all the way at the beginning? Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. We'll just skip through all this here. Let's see. Yes. Oh, we're gonna have to do that mini game again for Trickster. Ah, crap. Gotta do Trickster again here real quick. You've got your target, and then your axe misses its mark. It happens to all of us. Consider it practice. Consider yourself lucky you've chosen to be with me, because I'm excellent at stealing back what's taken from me. Okay, so this time she actually got the coin this time. Okay. Let's do the trapper again. Let's do underground. Let's see, if no one can stop you if they can't see you. That said, no one can rescue you if they can't hear you scream. That's true. And nobody will need to waste time burying you if you're already underground when you die. But you're not gonna die, are you? Surely a dim tunnel like this must be rife with traps. However, you managed to make your way along, distinctly uncaught by any traps, rusty, bare, or otherwise. I got this. You're doing great. You're not at all afraid? Who, me? Nah, I just gotta say, there's more among the nicest damp and seemingly abandoned tunnels I've ever wandered through. Look, it even has lights. Inspired by Huntress's bravery, you dig deep inside yourself and summon courage of your own. Which is good, because you're going to need it if you're going to get head through that murdery-looking passageway up ahead. Oh, great. It's going to be murdery. You enter into a humid, shadowy cave. Oh, just in case, let's see. Well, you know what? Actually, I think this would probably be a great place to end, because, quite frankly, I'm starting to lose my focus a little bit. But I'm going to see, maybe the next day or so, or hopefully sometime this week, maybe I can stream the rest of this and hope that we get to a suitable ending, I think. But on that end, I'm definitely going to end this here, especially after 3 hours and 20 minutes of epic love-making storytelling. So yeah, on that end, everyone, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this here, and thank you there, Mr. Kuwama, for hanging out and all the good stuff. And let's see, you know what? Might as well make use out of this again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make use out of this super cool window thing. Yeah, so on that end, you guys are awesome, and we will see you guys next time I decide to do something. Yes. Okay, hold on. Stretch. That's definitely worth that's definitely gotta definitely do the stretch thing for the points, and then we got to do the hydrate as well. Oh yeah, son. All right, guys. On that end, I'm gonna go ahead I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys then. Woo!